everyone, Saida here. Welcome to your February 2018 Oracle Forecast. I'm going to be using the Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to try to make it so you can see everything clearly without a glare. Archangel Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to be doing something a little bit different for this month. Since it is February and we have Valentine's Day coming up, I am going to be pulling a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle by Angela Hartfield and by one of my favorite artists, Josephine Wall. And I'm going to be pulling another card from one more deck, another one of my favorite decks, Keepers of the Light by Kyle Gray. I do have a bit of a glare, so yes, Keepers of the Light. Now, before I get into the cards, as you know, I always kind of touch upon the impressions that I picked upon for the month just by tapping into the energy and tapping into my spiritual team. But before that, can we please talk about January for a second? I mean, January felt like a cyclone, at least for me. I don't know about everybody else, but I know for me, it just felt like so much stuff came up for me that I didn't even know was there. I mean, I don't want to get into everything in this video, but it just felt like so much came up, so much was revealed to me about myself that I didn't even really know about, or, you know, I didn't even think it was there. So I had to deal with that stuff, and it was a lot. I feel like a lot happened this month, but I feel like I really went to the next level in my spiritual growth as well. So that's the good part. There's always a good aspect to those dark moments, right? Okay, so another thing I wanted to point out too is that I did do a radio show interview on iHeartRadio on the Beth Bell show. So I'm going to place the link for that in the description box. And if you haven't seen it yet, then you can check it out. And if you have, then great. Hope you enjoyed it. So now I'm going to get to the February 2018 insights for the month. So when I tapped into the energy of the month, my first impression was stay optimistic, okay? So we've been hearing that for a while, but I did hear it again for February. Now, here's the thing. I did see some gray energy, okay? So gray, you know, can mean a few things, but I'll tell you what I got from it. I did see some movement, but it did feel a bit slow, okay? I did feel some slow movement happening. And I feel like some people may feel as though they're hitting a wall, or as if they've hit a wall, and it may get frustrating. So keep yourself centered during the month of February, because that feeling like you're stuck, it might get frustrating for you, okay? And of course, I want to say that these messages may not resonate with everyone, okay? So some of these messages may resonate with you, some won't. You know, you might feel like all the messages resonate with you, and you may feel like none of them do, okay? So in that case, then just take it with a grain of salt and then wait for the next month, okay? Or watch or look at the daily cards that I pull on Instagram. So yeah, again, I did get the sense that you may feel like you're hitting a wall, you might get frustrated. So I did get the sense that there could be something that you're not seeing, okay? It might be right in front of you, but for whatever reason, you can't see it. Now, this could be a perspective problem, so maybe that you haven't been able to see all of your options because maybe there's a block or something else that you need to work through before you can see more options, okay? So it could be that. It could be that you would rather not see it. So it could be that it's right in front of you, but you kind of just don't want it, so you try to block it. So it could be that. And it just feels like you may not be seeing all of your options. Now, another thing that I did pick up on was that you may be too focused on what you're lacking. Okay, so you may be too focused on what isn't working for you, or perhaps what it is that you don't want. Okay, so because you're putting a lot of your focus on what it is that you don't want or you'd rather not have, you may be blocking the good things or opportunities from coming in, because the universe gives you what you pay attention to. Okay, so if you're paying so much attention to what you'd rather not have, you're going to miss the things in front of you that you do have, or what is coming to you. Okay, so be mindful of that. Okay. Let's see. So yes, focus on what you do want and be open to receiving it. Also, what I sensed was don't give up, okay? Now, For this month, we also have Archangel Metatron that's coming through to help us. And he's one of my favorite angels. Okay, he's around me all the time. And I feel like he's going to be helping us with our priorities, especially if you have multiple things going on and you don't know which things you'd like to pay attention to the most. So it feels like this month you may be having a hard time trying to figure out what's most important to you and what you want to focus most of your attention on, or what you like to put at the top of the list. So here comes Archangel Metatron to the rescue to help you to prioritize your time, your energy, and anything that you want to do or need to do for this month. Okay, so I also sense that Archangel Metatron will be helping us to remove blocks and obstacles. He does encourage everyone to make sure that the chakras are balanced. You can do this through meditation. You can also do this through visualization. I personally like to do guided meditations for chakra balancing, but whatever it is that you feel suits you best, then do that, okay? So the last thing that I sense, the last topic or subject or energy that I sensed for February 2018 was that you're going to be spending a lot of time looking at what's in front of you, okay? So I feel like there may be multiple paths that are available to you. So you may feel like, you know, which one is the right one? Which path should I be going down? How do I choose between these multiple paths? And I did get the sense that regardless of what you choose, it's going to be fine, but you need to make sure that you're choosing from a place of love and a place of inner knowing. So don't just choose something because it makes logical sense. You need to choose something because it feels right to you. And I've said this multiple times in other videos for other months, but it feels especially important for February 2018. I did get the sense that we may have some shadow aspects come up for us as well. So whether it be fear, guilt, anger, shame, it feels like you and your shadow may be fighting for some power this month. Now, know that even when we learn those big life lessons and we move to the next level, all of us have a shadow aspect. So that's stuff that we are still going to have to deal with. Even when we move to the next level of our spiritual journey, other stuff is going to come up for us. We're just going to be going deeper and deeper into these aspects of ourselves. So acknowledge that part of yourself, honor it, send it love. And what I want to say too is be careful of your thoughts and your fears holding you back. That might be a big part of the shadow aspect that comes up for February. So you want to be mindful of what you're telling yourself, okay, or what you're expecting to happen. So just be careful of those thoughts that may come up. All right, so now I did get the sense too, this wasn't in my notes, but I'm getting now that it feels like the energy of children is coming up very strongly. So either you're going to be spending more time with your children, engaging more with your children, or with children in general, working on your inner child. So that feels to be a big thing. All right, so I picked 4 cards from the Archangel Oracle deck. I'm going to go through them and then we'll focus on them one by one. And after that, I'll touch upon the Whispers of Love and Keepers of the Light. All right, so the first card was, let's see, Divine Order. Second card was Patience. Third card, Comfort. I'm trying to find the best angle here, so please excuse me. That's Comfort. And the last card from this deck, Teaching and Learning. Okay, so what I got when I was shuffling all these cards was that it's really important to embrace the journey. Embrace how the journey is unfolding for you. Embrace how everything is coming together. Even if it isn't exactly how you'd expect, it's important to embrace how you're going along the journey. It's not so much about the final end goal as much as it is about the destination. So I feel like it's really important to just embrace the journey. Okay, so now for the first card, Divine Order. Everything is how it needs to be right now. Look past the illusion and see underlying order. So what I got the sense of when I was looking at this card was that regardless of what is occurring right now, you're exactly where you need to be. okay? So I got the sense that regardless of what may be occurring on the surface, there is underlying order. So everything is as it needs to be right now. Try not to rush or push anything beyond where it's supposed to be. Just try to be in the present moment, okay? So I feel like that's what Archangel Raguel is going to be helping with. I did write a couple of notes for this, for the cards here. So, okay, yes, because I don't want to forget anything. I kind of get nervous on camera. So one of the things I got too was that you're being asked to see things from a higher perspective. Okay, so again, if things just don't seem to be going as you want them to, know that there's a deeper meaning for it. Okay, there feels to be this feeling of a blessing in disguise. Okay, so again, if things just seem to like what's going on here? Okay, you'll see how in later in time things will work out. Okay, so let's see. Now, another thing that I sensed here was that, you know, I got a vision of the angels like moving things around and readjusting things and getting things into order for you. So that is happening. So it feels like there's a lot that you're actually not able to see. So like when I was seeing the word illusion, it feels like you may be under the illusion right now that if things are going a certain way that, you know, there's nothing happening, or it must be all bad, or all whatever it is that you're going through at the moment. But I do get the sense that things need to be in alignment, okay? And you can't always control how that happens. So you're just gonna have to like be open, be receptive to how things are occurring, okay? Let's see. Yeah, so there's a lot of things going on behind the scenes that you can't see just yet. Another thing that I sense from this card is that you can find peace in any situation, okay? So if you feel as though you're frustrated or annoyed, just know that you can tap into that peace within yourself at any time. It's just really about allowing yourself to be there. It can be hard for us to allow ourselves to be peaceful in the midst of chaos or turmoil, okay? So the next card is patience. Your dreams are blooming more rapidly than you realize. Still, they need nurturing and patience. Okay, so when I was looking at this card, I got the sense that, again, things may not be moving as fast as you want them to, okay, or as you expected them to. And while there's a lot you want to happen, it still feels like there's some things that need attention. Okay, so you may be trying to rush things along, or you want things to move faster, not really understanding that there's a lot in your space right now that needs your care, that needs your attention, and that needs your nurturing, including you, okay? So I'm also, you know, when I looked at this card, I saw a lot of investment in the home as well. So it feels like you may be spending some time, or a lot of time, investing your love and energy into your home life, building a stable, happy home life, okay? You know, just having a home that you're happy with. So that feels, that's, you know, they're saying that's equally as important as the things that you do on the outside. You have to be happy where you are. And just know too that home is also you, okay? You are home. So when you come back to yourself, that is home as well, okay? So, you know, when I saw this card, the angels were saying, focus on other things that need your attention. Try not to focus so much on the thing that's not moving as fast as you want it to. Focus on what needs your attention right now. And there are a few things that need your attention, okay? Okay, next card, comfort. I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. So, I feel like this is one of the things actually that needs your attention, okay? It feels like there's still a lot of healing that's occurring right now. So with Archangel Azrael saying that he's with you and comforting you, it feels like you're still working on healing something. It feels like it might be a loss, okay, something that didn't quite work out, or something that you've had to release, someone that you've had to release, someone that you're grieving over. So you need to be easy on yourself this month. It feels like you're still trying to process whatever that is. And now it feels like the glare's on this side, I don't know. And Archangel Azrael is one of the angels of death and transition, and he is coming through in February to help you to process that pain, to process that grief, whatever it is that may need to be processed for you at this time. So I feel like he's helping you to deal with anything that is weighing on you, helping to bring you comfort and peace. And also, with Archangel Azrael, he's really good at helping us to connect to our loved ones on the other side, okay? So be open to your loved ones trying to get in touch with you, those that have passed on to the next life, okay? And the last card from the Archangel Oracle deck is Teaching and Learning. So this is Archangel Zadkiel. Keep an open mind and learn new ideas, then teach these ideas to others. Okay, so now what's interesting is that I got some impressions with this card, but as I was reading that, I got the sense that Archangel Uriel is with him in this card. So it feels like you will be receiving some new ideas in February, and it feels like you're being encouraged to take action on those ideas. Okay, so try not to second guess the ideas you're getting. It feels like you'll be receiving some interesting insights in February, so honor the insights that are coming through. So now the first impressions I got for this card was to keep an open mind. So it feels like there may be something that you'll be getting a new perspective on, and we did actually deal with that in January, new perspectives and new ways of seeing things. So there may be a new perspective or a new opportunity coming through, and that may take you down a new avenue, okay? So they're just asking you to be open, to be flexible, to be open to how, you know, things will open up. And this also may be, you may get a message, so you're being asked to receive the message with an open mind, okay? So I also got the sense that in February, you know, there's this sense of also integrating life lessons, okay? So you may be learning more life lessons, learning more about yourself, okay? And that is a part of life lessons too, when you learn about yourself. So I'm hearing take care with that, okay? And be easy with yourself as you learn life lessons and learn more about yourself, okay? Another thing that I sensed when I was looking at these cards, I didn't pull the card, but I felt it, was teaching. Oh, sorry, that's the card. That's the card I would just put down. Creative writing, okay? So that's usually Archangel Gabriel. He comes through with that card. So I got the sense that writing is going to be very healing and cathartic for you. So if you have a journal, you may need to take some time to write in your journal things that you're feeling, ideas that you get. So make sure you're taking time to write and express your feelings through writing, okay? So now, here are the cards from the, well, this one card from the Whispers of Love Oracle. And this card says, back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want. Now, this is interesting, okay, because of the cards that we pulled before. You know, the messages were to have patience, everything is in divine order, and this is confirmation that everything that's happening, there's a reason behind it. So for some of you, me included, some of us, this may be the time that is needed to really get focused on what we actually want out of life. So with this card, back to what you love, it's interesting because it feels like this month of February is going to be utilized for us to get back in touch with who we really are. What is it that really brought us joy? Let's say years ago or when we were a child. What is it that really triggered that sense of love and joy within us? So it feels like we're going to be taking time to get back to what we really truly enjoyed about life, okay? And I get the sense that it's going to be bringing a lot of freedom, okay, to us, to a lot of people. And, you know, if you get confused during the month of February, I feel like it'll be good for you to ask your body for a sign. You know, ask for confirmation of what you're feeling. But typically, anything that brings love to your heart and joy, it's pretty obvious, right? So I feel like, you know, the universe wants to support you with being happy and doing what it is that you want. So take this time to honor what it is that you love and what it is that brought you a sense of fulfillment. Okay? Not just what's going on the outside. You know, it's all about coming back to us. So now the card from the Keepers of the Light deck is Mercury, open communication. Get a weight off your chest. Speak up with love and be heard. Okay, so now when I tapped into this card, I feel like it's going to be important in the month of February to say what it is that you feel. Okay, so say what's on your mind, and know that when you do things like this, it's out of love for yourself. Okay, I feel like for some time, some of you have been afraid to speak up for yourself, or have been afraid to really say what it is that is important to you, or what it is that you're passionate about. But I feel like it's going to be important for you to really speak up about that and to really express that to others. So this may manifest as a conversation with somebody. Okay, so you may have a talk with somebody and you're going to be asked to speak your truth. Like, what is it that you feel about this? You know, what's your opinion? You know, what's in your heart? So, but you have to look at it from a higher perspective too. So it may manifest as a conversation, but the truth and higher perspective is that you're being asked to be authentic, to be yourself in every way. And at every moment of the day, you're being asked to be authentic, to be your authentic self. Okay? So I feel overall, this is your purpose, to speak your truth clearly and directly. So while you may have a conversation with someone where you'll have to speak up for yourself and be honest with them about how you feel, know that you're going to be doing that regardless of what's happening. You're going to be asked to be honest and authentic throughout your life. Okay, that's your purpose, is to live authentically and to be yourself. Okay, so those are the messages for February 2018. All right, so I hope you enjoyed it. Looks like there's going to be some things going on for February, as with every other month. So, but I hope you enjoyed the messages, and I'll see you around next month. Take care.